Hey guys, what's up? It's Listery once again. Maybe some of you Warlock fans have been wondering what I'm up to these days. Well, it's not Cataclysm to be honest, and it is not Season of Discovery Phase 3 either. I quit playing Season of Discovery for now. Even my raiding guild stopped raiding completely. So I guess we're all in the waiting room for Phase 4 of Season of Discovery. But I have to admit that during the last 2, 3 weeks, the hype has really declined for me personally. And what did I do? Decided to start on Classic Fresh, well, Community Classic Fresh, on the NA server Deviate Delight. And actually, I've been having a blast. I did start this Warlock at level 1. We are level 60 now. I went pretty hard and pushed him in within 9 days. So that was pretty intense. And the last couple of days, I think already a week, I have been gathering my Prebis gear. So basically, what we're doing is we are dividing this server into phases. So we are starting with like a community enforced phase 1, where we are just gonna raid Molten Core and Onyxia. And obviously, it only works if people play by the rules. But right now, we have such a small community that yeah, it looks like it's gonna work. And the best thing about this, especially in comparison to Season of Discovery and Classic Era on, let's say, White Main for NA or Firemaw for EU, are the prices and the gold economy. As you can see, I have about 500 gold right now, which is all obviously hand farmed. There are no bots on this server. There is no real money trading, and transfers are locked. You cannot transfer onto the server, and if you create a character here and level it up, you cannot transfer off either. So this has had a pretty good effect on the economy. I mean, if you look at this, Firewater is in for 3 gold. Mana pots cost like 1 gold, 26 each. The trading goods, I don't know, Rune Cloth, a stack will cost you 3 gold. Fell Cloth costs 2 gold. So you see, it's a real fresh economy. And in terms of economy, I think this community made fresh is actually even more interesting than a real fresh, because on a real fresh, by now you would have massive amounts of bots running around. And that's actually the good thing about this server. I mean, if we type in who is 60, you get a list of 12 people right now. So most people are still leveling on this server. And if you check out the guilds, almost everyone is of my guild, and this is one of the partner guilds. This is actually one of the guilds that has been established on this server. There are not many people who played here before, but these guys have. And we know they're not botting. So basically, we know on Horde side at least there are no bots running around. And even if there were, we are very certain there are at least none of these big time China farmer bots. So this has really made the game very, very enjoyable for me. As you know, I do like grinding and farming myself. So if you like that, and if you also enjoy leveling, which I do, in the regular classic manner, where the world actually matters, where encounters in the world actually matter, and where it's not just a chore, and the question is how fast can you level up, and how many XP and gold boosts do you need? If you really enjoy the classic experience, just come here, and then you will have none of that. You will actually have groups forming for some nice dungeons, not spamming dungeons, but just doing a dungeon once or maybe twice to maybe get some item upgrades and some XP, and just to have a blast. And this community so far has been pretty casually oriented. I mean, some of the people are playing a lot of hours per day, but in general, there's no real min-maxing going on. I would say I'm one of the more min-max inclined players on the server so far. Um, but yeah, I invite you all guys to join us on Devia Delight NA server. We're happy to have more players. I mean, even if we have a 1 or 2 thousand more active players on each side of, or on each faction, the server would still be low in population compared to what Season of Discovery is, right? And this can be enjoyable, or actually very enjoyable. Initially, I thought this would only be my waiting room till Phase 4 of Season Discovery comes out. But honestly, by now, I've been thinking that maybe I'll just continue playing this until we get an actual real classic fresh, which I guess won't be happening before 2025 or 2026, to be honest. But as I said, there are advantages to having a community made classic fresh. And as you know, I'm actually more of a PvP guy. So open PvP is difficult at max level because, as I said, most people are still leveling. And yeah, and the Alliance also is a bit less populated than the Horde. So I think now if the Horde has 12 people at 60, I think Alliance right now have like 6, 7 people. But you can't forget, while I'm recording this, it's 7:30 at night in the EU, but this means it's 1:30 Eastern and I guess 10:30 US Pacific time. So this is not prime time for most guys. And obviously, it gets a little bit as a EU player, you have to get used to this time difference and having a bit different times. But I'm able to do it, and I really enjoy it, and I would love to see some of you guys here. In any case, if I manage to find some good PvP content, I will upload some videos. For now, I'm ranking a little bit. I managed to get rank 4 last week, which was my first week of ranking. Now I'm going for rank 7 this week. The BG queues are quite long, as you can see right here, at least at this time of the day. Obviously later tonight it will be faster, and it's actually also fun to queue for BGs, even though I'm totally undergeared because others will have max gear. It's still, I mean, if you enjoy PvP, it's still somewhat of a challenge, and I like it. And also what's really nice is if you queue multiple BGs, you will always, or many times, have some of the same players in your team as you had in the BG before. And I really like that kind of stuff. I like when you know your friends and your opponents, and it gives it a little bit more of a community feeling, similar to how it was in actual vanilla or TBC back in 2004, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, I invite you guys to come and join. Send me some messages on Discord or put them in the comments if you have any questions. And I hope that Season of Discovery PTR will actually be announced soon, or that it will actually go live soon. Maybe I will check that out to make some PvP content. But for now, you will only find me on this era server. And yeah, good luck to you and all the best.